Hello friends, this video is to clarify something. It has been my clear-cut policy deducted from the principles from nature that any relationship between human beings, whatever it may be, however strong or weak may be, has only one goal, knowledge. When we interact with people, we are trying to find we are trying to find better knowledge from them. If we are better, we have better knowledge, we distribute it, provided they want it, they are ready to receive it. And if the other person has more knowledge, I would want that knowledge from that person. This is all what we are all looking for in any relationship subconsciously. Only thing is, by making it a policy, I am demonstrating that it is a conscious recognition of this fact that is already there in human nature. Therefore, in my relationships, personal relationships, or any relationship, I'm only looking for one thing, knowledge distribution, transfer of knowledge. Now, for that, we all need to communicate better. We all need to start from a point of trust, then affection. Trust, if it is a stationary value, the dynamic value for that, the corresponding dynamic form trust takes is complementarity. So, if we feel both are complementary, then that is a sign that there is trust. If we feel both are competition, then that is not a sign that there is trust. That is a sign, in fact, that there is jealousy, which means lack of affection. So, the second value after trust is affection in any relationship. Now, what is affection? Affection in its dynamic form becomes commitment. So, if we both have a relationship, you are making some mistake, I think is a mistake. It may not be concluded as mistake, but I think it is a mistake. Then, if we both are committed to each other out of affection for each other, then we should be able to, and because trust has already been the first step and complementarity, therefore, we should be able to openly talk about it. That this is what I think that you are doing. It is a mistake. So, what do you think? Let me know. So that person will open up again, the other person, and both will try to course correct and do the best of their, I mean, for the best of their two brains now. Earlier it was only one, but in a relationship, if the advantage is that each person there has two brains to think about whether something is right or wrong. If the relationship is even bigger, like in a family of 10, then each one of them have 10 brains, 10 minds to think about whether what they're doing is right or wrong. Is it not vastly greater a capacity if human beings are able to connect to that level, in a complementary way instead of competing with each other? Therefore, this commitment is the sign that you have affection, which is the second value after trust in any relationship. Now, the third one is respect. Respect is not over evaluating, respect is not under evaluating, respect is not evaluating somebody otherwise than what he or she is. Okay, if I think my employee is just like any other nut and bolt in my company, only in the human form, which fancily is called a human resource. What does it mean? It means that I am not looking at a human being as a human being. That is otherwise evaluation. It is disrespectful. If I look at an employee and think that that person is not just an employee, that person is also, much more than what that person actually is. That is over evaluation. For example, you look at your daughter and you call her princess and make her believe that she is a princess. and people come at her command, do anything for her, and she deserves everything in this world. Whatever she sees is only hers. It is only that the others have occupied her land, and out of her own mercy, people are living. That kind of feeling. When you are over evaluating what your daughter is, you are teaching that same thing to your daughter. That is disrespect. Under-evaluating people is also disrespect. We all know what is under-evaluation. We feel insulted when somebody under-evaluates us than what we really are. Therefore, not doing all these three, under-evaluation, over-evaluation, or otherwise evaluation, but right evaluation, looking at the other person and be able to measure that person in a right way, in the way that is true, honest, that is respect. So the third value after trust and affection is respect in any case. So if you respect a person properly, what happens is you cooperate with that person. Okay. So cooperation, I cannot emphasize enough how important it is. There are other values, but let us not discuss that in this video. So what I'm trying to say is, if we don't go deep like this in any relationship, I really don't think that relationship is worth the time, effort, and mental space that it occupies. Any relationship, for that matter. Yes, some relationships are more important because they decide what we do with our resources that are limited in this life, in this world. Time is limited, energy is limited, health is limited, money is limited. Therefore, those people who in any relationship have a say on your money, your energy, your time, attention, etc. Attention, you have more attention, but at any given point of time, that attention is limited. Therefore, you need to be very careful of those relationships. Overall, I am trying to tell anyone that apart from being a universal value, universal policy that works whether you agree or not, subconsciously in everybody's mind, my policy is to have and maintain only those relationships that have the potential to go into a deep conversation sometime, and from there into deep fulfillment, sincere fulfillment of these values that I spoke about, and together help in building a better world, in contributing to the society, in uplifting each other to become much better version of ourselves. Only such kind of relationships do I want to maintain. And you know, the if the relationships don't live up to that, and they automatically anyway fade away. But the day I realize that this relationship will not have any such potential, then I also become least interested in that kind of relationship. And I think that is not wrong or right. I know it is not wrong, but why am I not getting into this wrong right discussion is, some people very strongly feel whether people around you, whether they are right or wrong, because they are yours and you belong to them, you just need to continue those relationships. Yes, we continue transactionally, functionally, we continue such relationships. I too do. But you know the limit. You know it is very shallow relationship. Okay. So satisfaction is not an outcome out of such relationships. Therefore, they just exist. They exist for decorum, for practical, transactional purposes, for mutual help, etc., etc., but not real relationships. We need to have real relationships also. I mean, primarily we need to have real relationships based on which are means based on contemplation, based on ideology, philosophy, on which you can contribute to the betterment and advancement and evolution of this world. So relationships are serious business. There may be several kinds of relationships, but the only purpose is this exchange of knowledge. You don't need to care which kind of relationship it is. You can have a lot of names, etc. It is just for the convenience of categorization of people. Some people are very typically worried about which category you fall into, etc., etc., in a relationship, whichever category. The best outcome that can come is only exchange of knowledge. There could be entertainment, definitely, and entertainment is welcome. It greases the wheels of duty that we have. But we are grown ups, right? We are mature. If we want to be, then we automatically show the preference, the priority, which is priority, whether it is knowledge or fun. Okay, I have nothing against fun. I am a seeker of fun, not a devoted seeker of fun. But what I'm trying to say is, I seek fun when I have enough of knowledge at any given day, etc. Enough information or enough out of a particular conversation. After that, I would like to have fun, no problem. But fun is not the only purpose of any relationship. That's a settled conclusion in my life. And I don't mean to offend anybody by having a policy, right? I hope everybody understands that. Thank you.